Alrighty guys, welcome back to another Opera Omnia video where we're going to be showcasing Desch, who I managed to get his FR weapon on my other global account. So I figured, you know what, since I did manage to get it, let's just go ahead and showcase the man and, you know, kind of briefly talk about his kit and whatnot for those who may have missed my in-depth video, and also talk about the fight as well, since in my previous run where I was showcasing how my kit just goes burr, I didn't really talk too much about the fight, so I figured with this one I'd go and explain a little bit of the fight and whatnot. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, let me know your team comps down in the comment section below if you haven't done so already in the previous video, and let's begin. Now, this Desch, he does have an ultimate weapon. It is at 2 out of 5 at the moment, and he does have 30 out of 30 with the force level enhancements. Cam does have a maxed out ultimate weapon, I think. Actually, now I think about it, I don't even know if I don't know if he does or not. Let me see. He does not. Okay, so it's at 4 out of 5, but he does have a full 30 out of 30 for his force level enhancement. So but yeah, Desch's FR conditions, basically all you have to do is deal thunder damage and you'll increase it by 20%. The other one is going to be to let the enemy act. And whenever the enemy acts, as long as they have some type of debuff where it prevents them from just not doing anything in general, then it will increase the force gauge, the force gauge by 30%. So overall, though, I mean, it's not. I mean, like if you want to start doing like comparisons between like him and Cam, obviously Cam is able to dish out some more percentages for the HP damage bonus compared to Desch. The thing about Desch is that like you do have to keep up with the debuffs, so that way you will not you will meet that other condition. So like in a way it's kind of like an off turn type of condition, except that you're not really dealing any damage unless you have like a character that actually deals a type of damage. Then you know that changes up everything. So that's basically how Desch's FR works. But like I mentioned in my in-depth video, like even though it's not a condition to it's not hard to meet, it's just the fact that you have to keep up with something where like you can easily have like other FRs that are coming up down the line where you really don't have to keep up with much. So like the example that I made with comparing his FR would be with Reno's FR, because with Reno's FR, as long as you just let them act in general, or let me double check just to make sure. I know that if you let them act, you do gain a percentage to the HP damage bonus. But let me pull up Reno's real quick, just because I don't want to give out any misinfo. Let's see here. So for Reno, whenever the enemy's turns ends, it increases by 20%. And then whenever the enemy uses a melee or ranged ability, then it increases by 30%. So technically, you have a possibility of increasing it by 50% compared to Desch's, where like you have to keep up with some type of debuff to prevent them from not acting. Then it'll increase by that 30%. So you kind of see that in my opinion, I feel like, at least for my type of play style, I think Reno's is probably like the better option between both of them. So I could definitely see a good amount of players not pulling for Desch just because of like maybe that specific thing. But other than that, though, I mean, it's an okay FR ability, but like I kind of feel like they could have done a little bit better with him. But I know that they, I feel like the reason why they decided to make it that way is because of how his kit operates. Let's go ahead and activate the BT effect. Now, when it comes to the enemy, one of the things that you need to know is that the enemy does have different auras, 2 specific auras to be exact. So the yellow aura is a physical stance, meaning that they are going to be hitting you with physical attacks, if I'm not mistaken. And then with the magic stance, they do actually hit you with magical brave damage. So that's why Desch is perfect for this fight, because, or obviously with him being the featured character, but like really the biggest thing about it is going to be that he does have 2 different buffs that is able to provide defensive auras depending on the type of attack that is being dealt onto the team. So he does have that physical or that anti-physical buff, so that he can reduce incoming physical brave damage, and then the other one would be for magic. Alright, let's go ahead and activate Garnet's BT. Get that lovely HP damage cap up. Dun, 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 dun. Nice. Alright, we are not going to use cams. We are going to use the boy Desch. Okay, so now they are both at magical stance. Alrighty. And now we can go ahead and do this. Very nice. Alright, now it's B's turn. He is paralyzed. So now I get an increase by 30%. Sweet. And we're going to go ahead and do this. We did get turn rate, but we do increase it by 20% since we are dealing Thunder Brave damage. I'm not going to use EX just yet. Another 20%. And then EX. Very nice. Now that I think about it, I think like if you were to work around with Desch's FR, I think one of the things that you could potentially do to actually help out with that would probably to remove, well, yeah, to actually remove speed passes, so that way you won't get any type of turn rate. 2.5, 10%, but that's because Cam was doing ice damage, which is fine. Now B gets a turn. So in this type of situation, as you can see how the enemy's turns is spread out, this would actually not be the best FR to possibly use. One good combo that you could actually use would be Cam and Desch together, especially going up against an enemy who loves to have turns. Then that's when Cam's BT effect would actually be beneficial, actually, to Desch's FR. Let's go ahead and do this. Very nice. Alright. We'll go ahead and use... yeah, we'll use LD, why not? $3.4, not too bad. 25%. Okie dokie. We'll use LD. The other thing that I do want to mention, and thankfully my good friend had corrected me on that, since in the last video I wasn't too sure about this. So whenever the boss hits any one of our teammates with at least 7k Brave on any of its incoming Brave attacks, the target would actually get petrified for 1 turn. And sadly, there was actually no way to avoid that. In terms of like trying to have like any type of like debuff evasion or anything like that. So like that actually does not work, which is kind of a bummer. So that's another thing that you need to look out for. So if by chance, like let's say you don't have Desch, it's best to bring a character like let's say like a tank to help reduce incoming brave damage. Let's go ahead and jump into the summon. And of course we do have a good amount of tanks that helps out with that. So I mean that shouldn't be too much of an issue for many players. We'll use LD again. Why not? 4.1, 4.6. We'll take it. Alright, gauge goes down. Their effect starts kicking in. Now we can go ahead and use the X. Very nice. Alright. Alrighty. Skill 1. Even if the enemy's gauge goes off, it's fine. We should be okay. If anything, I can use the Hope Call and just to keep myself safe. But what I will do is go ahead and go into... Actually, I meant to click skill 1. But what I will do is go and use Desch's skill 1 to grant myself the buff that will help reduce incoming magic brave damage, which is what I need to do. Alright. Yeah, because this BT effect is about to go off. Go ahead and EX. Okay, there goes the last one. And then we'll go ahead and do this. And now we should be safe. I do have the Hope Call as well, which could have used. Oh yeah, we're good. The Hope Call would have helped reduce the incoming attack even more. Alright, now it's switched over to dealing physical damage. Now that it is in its yellow aura, since I can't talk tonight. So we're gonna go ahead and use skill 2 to avoid damage or any hardcore damage. Let's go ahead and do that. And we get a heal out of that. Thank you. We have so much paralysis and traps and whatnot. Alright. Let's go ahead and skill 2. We gotta be careful with B. A, I don't have to worry about. But B, I do have to worry about. Unless Electric Floor wants to... Oh, never mind. Unless the Electric Floor from Desch. Desch's LD ability kicks in. But no, I got a defense down. Damn. That's fine. Do, 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 do. Now that I think about it, I don't even think you need his FR to... Ow. To... What you call it? To handle this ticket mission. I think just LD only should be more than enough. Haha, you're paralyzed. You can't do jack. Ooh, and we got the FR. Very nice. Just to speed up the fight. Why not? Do 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 do. 5%. Now I'm about to gain a 30. Thank you. The gauge goes away, so I have no negative effects on the field. So now it's just straight up, just go ham. And I know this gameplay is a tad bit long, but this is basically like the safe route. Like the super duper safe route if he were to use Desch. Obviously I could have gone into the BT phase, but eh. That's all I gotta say is eh. Plus, I mean, we're doing just fine. Alrighty, 25, thank you. Scored an EX. Yeah, these things are pretty much dead. And Garnet out here having turn rate galore. Oh, these things are so dead. Alright. Okie dokie, and we'll finish it off with LD. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Hopefully you have a better understanding of how Desch's FR operates and whatnot. And of course, hopefully this, or I guess trying to understand this fight helps you out as well. So yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Damn, 41 turns, jeez. And I will catch you guys in the next one.